So with Android and Java in general, whenever you're connecting to a HTTP URL that is secured using SSL, HTTPS, you have to have your certificate signed in order for it to actually work. In most cases, when you're in a production application, your signed certificate will be part of a trusted chain of certificates that go back to central authorities. When you're working locally, because we're often changing IPs, changing domain names, we usually sign our certificates ourselves. This has the problem that in Java, a self-signed certificate is not trusted and will throw an exception unless you overwrite that exception. So here we have the MCP application running with connecting to a self-signed certificate service without using any of the overrides. And what we can see is that we get a stack trace certificate exception. And so sync won't work while this is going. In Android N and above, there is a network security config where you can provide keys to override the default trust system. So what this means is we can say certificates that are signed using these certificates, trust them. These are the certificates that we pull from the server while it's running. So if we rebuild the project and then run it again, when it comes back up, we will see that the exceptions that were being thrown don't happen again. Getting these certificates is not simple. You have to navigate to the website like so, and then do this, and then do this, and then do this, and then you have to click on the signing certificate and not the certificate down here, and then you have to export it, and then you have to go to your project and yada yada yada. What we have done to make this easier, however, is we have created a new feature for the AeroGear MCP plugin. What this plugin can do now is it can generate both the network security config file and download the certificates necessary. So in our Android build file, we have this MCP stanza in the debug build type, and you can see that we enable the certificate helper and we give them the hosts, a list of hosts of certificates that are being, or a list of hosts that are using certificates for signing. So we do this, we clean the project, and then we wait for it to finish. The project gets rebuilt, and now we can see that in our generated directory we have the project gets rebuilt, and then we'll see that in our generated directory we will have the certificates put here as well as the network security config. So now when we run the application, even though we haven't manually configured the token, the certificates, the project has configured them for us by downloading them from the server as part of the build process that's been enhanced by the MCP plugin for Android. And as you see, the application's running, there are no exceptions, everything's good. Thank you.